Hello there everyone, welcome back to Press for Truth TV. Today is Friday, June the 22nd, 2012, and I'm just here with Steve and Brian today. What's up, fellas? And we are editing once again, having a full day of editing on our new Bilderberg documentary, but we're just taking a bit of a food break now. And the guys were telling me about this new, what's the virus called again?
Flame.
The flame virus, and the impending kind of cyber attack that we seem to be getting conditioned for. What were you saying about how it's similar to Stuxnet? Or
Well, yeah, essentially, I guess to give everybody like a little backgrounder, Flame was found, I don't know, maybe about a month ago by Kaspersky Labs. They make like antivirus software that's free, but it's like Russian-based. And they found this virus, and they were basically in the process of reverse engineering it, and it found that it had a lot of the same code that the Stuxnet virus had, which came out in 2010, and that has been admitted to have been created by Israel and the US. So now, since they've been trying to reverse engineer this virus Flame, it, well, just recently, I guess, had some kind of command where it basically removed itself from all the computers that it was found on, and put out this kind of scrambling code that would erase all trace of it. And it's now slowly coming out. There's U.S. officials that are now saying that yes, we did, have a hand in like creating this virus, but that it's just initially it was just found that this virus was just like to monitor computer applications, and they found it on a lot of Iranian computers, and basically it can have keystroke loggers, screen grab whatever's on the computer at any time. But now it's just coming out today, as we're finding in the news, that lo and behold, this Flame virus actually had the power to also damage files. So this is full-out cyber warfare. And for people that think that even this is on the horizon, I mean, it's already happening right now. And how you want to define what an act of war is, well, I mean, this is just on a totally different front. This virus has the power to basically shut down computer systems that control like key infrastructure in Iran, or it could happen anywhere. And that's I guess the whole point here is that pretty much everything that we take for granted on a daily basis is all automated now and controlled by computers. So everything from like water systems, electricity, the internet, traffic lights, and that whole thing is all done computer based, and they're basically it's all coming out now that they're developing these weapons that can specifically target that kind of thing. So obviously it raises a lot of red flags of having that much power, of them having that much power to be able to do that on a whim. I mean, who's saying that it may not happen, not just to Iran? That's what we're officially finding out, but could happen anywhere. So
right.
Yeah, it's definitely something to keep a look at. I don't know like a crazy amount about it, but the fact that it had all the telltale signs of the Stuxnet virus from 2 years ago, and now it's coming out like even U.S. officials are admitting that we probably had a hand in creating this virus, but that it was just done to monitor them. Well, now the news is coming out today. Now it's had the power to delete files and to cause disruption in computer systems. So this is it's a pretty big deal.
True. I remember when was the CNN thing again? Like CNN came out with the program conditioning people for the impending cyber attack. When was that? Do you remember?
Like 2010.
Right.
Around the time of Stuxnet. So
yeah, and we were thinking too. It is interesting about some of the people who were at Bilderberg this year, who are connected to everything going on the internet, such as who are we saying? Well, there's Peter Thiel, which is PayPal.
Yeah, PayPal, and he's also one of the financiers of Facebook. You have LinkedIn there. You have
right.
Google, who
right.
was there. And the key one, if this actually was created by the military as a cyber warfare, it would go through the military's arm of the U.S. Cyber Command under General Keith Alexander. And if you look up Keith Alexander's history, you'll see a bunch of stuff linked to new technologies, active denial systems, which are basically microwave systems that make your skin boil, and internet security and internet Stuxnet style viruses that are malicious and actually attack the infrastructure. So he was at Bilderberg for the last 2 years. He is the general of the U.S. Cyber Command and the National Security Agency, which is the United States kind of internal spy agency. They look at domestic spying on people versus the CIA's mandate is to look outside the borders, although we know they don't obey the law.
Yeah, and like you were saying, the amount of dependency that everybody has nowadays on the internet for basic things is leading towards, if this thing does shut down, like you said, the electronic grids and everything, interact payments, credit cards, nothing would be working. Everything could descend into total chaos within a day. So it is very interesting, this just coming out today. There's an interview I did a few months back. I think it was on February 22nd. February 2nd. If you want to go back in the daily vlogs and check out an interview I did with Alex Jones, where he breaks it down. He does a good job at breaking down just why we ought to be concerned about the possibility of this happening, and especially with these new viruses coming out, it's something that we're going to have to continue to pay attention to. So anyways, guys, just wanted to bring that to your attention today. We're just on a little food break here, and we were looking around online and found out that that just came out today, so I wanted to bring that to your attention. And other than that, I hope you all have a great weekend, and we'll see you right back here on Monday. Take care.